Alrighty. So, in today's episode of Rollback Sunday, we are going to take a break from the main storyline of our normal adventuring crew, and we're going to go off to a new adventuring crew. Some adepts of the quest-taking life. We're going to go back to the capital of Astria, and we are going to see what our dear friends Georgie, Julia, and Kyle are up to.
Our favorite ankle biters.
Indeed. So, to give a background on what's been happening over in the capital, it's been a few months since you had last, since Georgie, Julia, and Kyle have seen Dylan, Leon, Joan, and Mason. Did they meet Mason? They didn't meet Mason. Wow. It's been a long time since they met the trio.
Did Julia and Kyle meet Mason?
I don't think any of them did.
I don't think any did either.
No, I know
Georgie did.
Georgie did.
No. Georgie's met him.
Yeah.
Either way, it has been a while since they have last seen the main party. They're heroes. They're saviors. While they were gone, the city, not much has really changed in the city. There was that big festival that happened, the festival of the sun, which is also the same festival where they mourn the loss of possibly one of the biggest disasters to ever happen in the country, and that was the arsoning of Longbeard's Hill. It happened on I can't even say that word. And unfortunately, it happened on the same day. After that, Julia has just been helping her mom with the house, with her siblings, and with the travelers and merchants who come by for a cheap rent. Julia has helped her mom with all the cooking and the house prep. And in the meantime, in her free time, she's been extremely inspired by the adventuring group and the fantastical misadventure that she had went on, and had decided to take up a few spell books and books about magic, and had learned the spell Prestidigitation to be able to help her mom tidy up the house.
Oh,
That's so cute.
And she also had learned another spell for self-defense for her family. Kyle had been put through the orphanage system, and the overseer, who is a priest of soul, has been watching over these children in an orphanage home. It is fairly strict, something that Kyle's not used to, and but Kyle has been getting into mischief. He's seems like every day he's getting in trouble for something, whether it be stealing food from the kitchen, stealing some undergarments from the priest's wardrobe, and hanging them out in public for everyone to see. He's a complete prankster.
And we love him.
But he does this because he hurts deeply inside from missing his mother. He plays a harmonica and practices it with it, having this constant desire to wanting to best Dylan. He doesn't know why, but he feels that Dylan is his rival in a sort of way. The harmonica, by the way, he stole it with his masterful thieving skills. He had stolen it from a traveling musician who makes instruments and sells them. And then we have Georgie. Georgie has been helping his mom, like usual, with Gilbert being rude, but not as abusive as he was before. And when Georgie hasn't been helping his mom around the inn and keeping it up and serving customers, he's been spending time turning into a hashtag buff boy. He's been doing some exercising routines that Leon has showed him during their interactions with each other whenever Leon had the time between his adventures, and has gotten a little bit of strength. In fact, many people have pointed out that his physique is well beyond what a normal child's usually is. He's a fairly strong kid for his age. And not only that, but he's also been picking up the art of the sword, and had actually constructed a makeshift wooden sword, wooden shield, and even created plated wooden armor for himself. That he ties around his shoulder and his knees, his shoulders with some small rope that he's found laying around somewhere. And he sees himself as the neighborhood knight. He, even though he has he's matured a little bit, he still has the imagination of a child, and has a kind, tender, warm heart like he always has. But he feels that when Leon is gone, it is his responsibility to protect his mother and to protect the neighborhood from the evil, from evil hags and any other evil that may stalk upon the streets. The three still meet every now and then whenever they can. They're still fairly good friends. They each of them write to each other, meet up with each other, and play games, talk about life. They're very, very close. Now, recently, there's a special event that is coming up in the next couple of weeks. The city has gotten extremely cold. It's chilled fairly well, and snow has come here and there. And on the night in which we will start our little one-shot, snow has drifted down throughout the night. At this time, there's about an inch of snow everywhere, all over the streets, all over the housing, everywhere. And Georgie, you like every night have to go outside to you take this up as your responsibility, but at night, before it is around your bedtime, you take the responsibility of doing a parameter check around the inn. With your bravery, you no longer fear the dark as much, and so you basically walk outside the inn while your mother and Gilbert are busy tending to customers, and you look left and right to the dark street. And unfortunately, since it's snowing, the torches have become damp and can't keep lit, so the streets are fairly dark. But you hold your wooden weapon and your shield with bravery after you... and you kind of step further into the middle of the street, and you kind of listen. And the torchlight from inside the inn stretches out, but fades away, nearly reaching the other side of the street. And you swear you see the glimpse of a child, probably about your age, but very thin and small, kneeling over in the snow.
Would you mind reminding us of their ages?
Yes. Georgie, I believe, at this point would be 7, almost 8. Kyle, I think, is 12, and Julia is 13.
Nice.
But before you can say anything to the child, the child looks at you as it's shivering in the cold, looks towards the darkness in the street, and makes a mad dash. What do you do?
I yell at him, "Hey, wait a minute!" And I run after him.
Okay. The child runs into the darkness, and you charge in after him, and it becomes pitch black. Like, you can't even see the hands in front of you. The moon is blocked by the clouds that are bringing the snowfall down, but you can still hear the sound of the boy running down the street, and you can hear his feet digging up the snow. Do you keep on running?
I don't want to make Mom worried, so I'm just going to watch where he goes, or just like listen for where he's going.
Okay.
Because I also have to stay close to Mom to make sure that she doesn't get hurt.
Right. So so you hear briefly after you stop the sound of the child grunting as if it was struggling, and then you hear the sound of something metal going, "Clong, clong, clong, clong." And then shortly after, you hear the sound of whatever that metal object was scraping against the stone road blanketed by the snow, and then you hear a clunk as something of the metal piece fit into place. You assume that the child possibly went into a manhole, into the sewers.
Oh, fun. Yeah, not bringing up any trauma at all. So, yeah, I'm going to save that as a mental note because I'm definitely not going down there on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Because even Leon goes with friends in tow.
Mm-hmm.
He might be the strongest, but he is no fool. And so I head back home.
All right. So you head back home, and one thing that I should say as well is that there's a big event coming up where everyone in the city comes together with friends and family to give thanks to Ariel, to Soul, and also to Luna for giving them the gift of life and all the gifts that have to come with it. And in return, they give the gods something, and then they give each other. It is just known as the giving season. There's no given day. Technically, the holiday lasts a whole week, a whole 7 days. But it is coming, and many of the streets have been decorated with bells and chimes and other things to make the atmosphere of the city very merry and bright. So I would say that each of you possibly have a gift to give to each other, and I will leave that up to you guys to decide what gifts you would give to each other. Georgie, you head back inside of the robin's nest. Your mom and Gilbert don't notice that you just ran back inside from the cold. You have snow all over your clothing and in your hair, and you can just quickly brush it off. What do you do next?
Has Gilbert said anything about my armor before?
No. You have you've been able to keep it pretty secret.
Okay. That's good. Am I wearing it currently?
No. You didn't have enough time.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep it where it is, and I'm gonna go check up on Mom.
All right.
See how she's holding up.
Your mom is currently very, very busy for refilling people's drinks. When she sees you, so you still have the shield and the sword, yeah?
Yes, and what I do is that I turn it on its side and I put my hands on the part that you use to block as an offer to help. Because I just turn it into one of those trays.
Okay. Yeah, your mom will smile down at you and will give you a couple of tankards to carry. You walk around asking if anyone wants refills, and you get very quickly the tankards get find owners, and you get money to be collected. Are you gonna spend the rest of the night just helping your mother then?
Yeah.
Alright. So, we will then go. We will fast forward time to the next day in the morning. This is a day that you guys had, all three of you had planned to meet up with each other. The meeting spot that all three of you go to is the Granny's Basket. The bakery shop across from the Robin's Nest.
I'm so happy.
After Georgie does all of his chores, he's always the first one that's there. Then it's Julia, and Kyle's last because it's the hardest for him to leave the orphanage because he has to sneak out. All three of you are there. The front counter clerk sees you three come by, and he says, "Ah, the three hooligans. Back again, I see."
We're not hooligans. We're adventurers. We're here to keep you safe.
And you've been doing a mighty fine job. Now,
Thank you.
Now, are we going to have the regular today, or are we going to try something new?
You got it.
What do you guys say?
Georgie nods his head vigorously. He remembers how good the pastries from this place taste from the first time he was brought here. Or would he remember that?
The chef just kind of stares at you three who are awkwardly staring at him. And he says, "I take it that means you want the regular then?"
Yes. What about you guys? He turned. Georgie looks at Julia and Kyle.
Yes.
Kyle, what about you?
Kyle doesn't say anything, but kind of steps off to the side and is kind of eyeing the wares that the pastries and the breads that are on display.
You know what I'd like to imagine? Is that
What's
if
that?
they're able to come here, is that they have to have money to be able to pay for this stuff.
Uh-huh.
So it's just so cute. I can just imagine Georgie just going from door to door helping people out with little things after doing his chores.
Yeah.
He's just like the neighborhood boy who just is very helpful and adorable, and I love him. He makes my heart hurt.
So, the only one that would probably have the money would either be Kyle from pickpocketing or Julia, who gets a small allowance from her mother.
I just assumed I didn't have any money. Man, I've got a little bit of coin I've pickpocketed. That'd be...
Yeah. You got some swift fingers.
Swift.
Okay, I'm just gonna spend a minute eyeing the goods unless someone talks. Like,
Kyle, you have 8 copper pieces.
rich.
A full 8 copper pieces? Wow. Kyle, you have so much
Julia,
money.
you have 2 silver pieces saved up.
Is that usual? Is that good enough to get or what I want?
2 silver?
The regular costs about say that the regular cost about 3 copper a piece.
Okay.
My friends are rich. Georgia feels really bad for not being able to pay.
It's all right. You do pay
Oh, what do I pay with?
your life.
Wait, I have money? Oh,
You have enough just for the regular, I
Oh.
think.
Remember, you protect the streets.
yeah.
You're not the hero that this city needs. You're the hero the city deserves. Or was it the
Ooh.
other way around?
Oh,
You're not the hero that
Ouch.
this city deserves. You're
That
the hero the city
hurts.
needs.
No, I think it's the one that deserves.
Is it?
yeah.
I don't remember how the quote went.
Wait, they don't deserve him. They don't deserve Georgie.
They deserve your soul.
I just imagine
Stop.
Georgie's just like in the middle of the night, just walking around like.
Georgie.
Georgie.
Bum, 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 bum. Anyway,
Yeah,
that Kyle's
getting off
theme?
topic.
I just imagine
Bum,
Kyle's like
bum,
Kyle's
bum,
like
bum, bum,
sneaking,
bum.
ready to get
Wait, that's-
pickpocket somebody. He does that when he like sneaks off, and he like does like the jazz
I don't know what
fingers.
this is from, but it
No, he
feels
does
good.
that on his harmonica.
He does. He
Oh
just,
my
like,
goodness.
He
He's
just,
been
like,
practicing
he,
it
like-
for weeks.
he like plucks the coin from someone's purse, and then he does jazz fingers as he steps away and goes da 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 da.
Oh my gosh.
And then you just have Julia singing Mary Poppins songs while she takes care of the kids in the house. All right. So, you pay for your usual, which is the. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad. I should know this. Oh my god, Matt would know. That apple pastry. Oh my gosh, what is it? Apple cobbler?
Oh, the tart?
Yeah, apple cobbler tart or something
Hold
like
on,
that.
hold on. It takes too long to find it. It's not important.
So you all get your own serving. It's not a lot for how much you paid for it, but it's just enough for each of you. And you all sit in your normal spot, which is at a corner booth where you can look outside
Of course,
into
it's
the
a corner
street
booth.
and have at it. What do you guys say to each other? What do you guys do?
First of all, I mentioned the kid that I saw last night to my crew,
What was he doing?
and I asked Kyle. I described the kid to Kyle and see if possibly he knows the kid, because they're both
I
orphans.
know. What are you implying? Are you saying all orphans know each other?
Yeah. They need to network.
God. That's awful.
It is awful.
Would I know the kid that Georgie described?
Go ahead and make me intelligence history check.
That would be an 11 plus 1,
Oh.
12.
That'd be a 12. That's how old he is. Wait, no, he's 13.
He's 12.
12 or 13. Oh. Yay.
Something like that. So, you start to think, and it doesn't sound like anyone that you recognize from your orphanage, at least.
From what?
Your orphanage?
Mm,
It could possibly be a
No.
runaway from another orphanage, though.
I tell them that.
Ooh, that explains a lot what happened last night.
Why? What did they do?
He ran away once he saw me. I mean, like, am I that intimidating? I mean, like, yeah, I'm not intimidating, but am I that intimidating?
I mean, you have your sword.
Yeah, but I was trying to look non-threatening.
How do you look non-threatening with a sword?
I don't know. If Leon could do it, I can. But then again, he has a really large sword, so.
I don't know. I think they just wanted to be left alone. I can understand.
Yeah, but he went into the sewers. Which is no bueno. Wait, do they know? Do they know? I don't know if Spanish also goes with, wait, hang
It's
on.
fine. It's fine.
It doesn't, but it's whatever.
They have slang that is the equivalent
They
of
have,
it.
yeah, they have slang. They just made it up together. They're
It's
their
like
secret
their-
codes.
Yeah, it's their secret club code. You guys gotta come up with a club name.
Oh no, the club name. The Granny Slayers? No. No.
Oh.
No.
Granny.
I should have thought of that before I said it.
The Hag Baggers.
The Hagbaggers. No,
Yeah, the hag baggers.
I like that. Let's use it.
I mean, do you think the kid's okay?
No. Because he kind of sounded like he was in distress before he went into the
Wait, what do you
sewers.
mean?
And there was
distress?
like a large slam, and then there was a large sliding, and it was just very not scary, because I'm not scared of anything, but it was
spooky.
spooky. Yeah, you get me.
Of course, we're best friends, Georgie.
Yeah. They fist bump.
They fist bump.
Heck yeah.
Well, I mean, the sewers aren't that scary. Should we go check on them?
That'd also be up to Julia too. I mean, Julia, does this sound fishy to you?
It does.
Fishy in the sewers.
Yeah.
You guys
What?
not hear me?
No, I couldn't hear you too. What?
Oh, am I cutting in and out?
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a sec, real quick.
Look, Georgie. I don't think we need Julia's permission to go into the sewers.
Yeah, but she's also a part of this group.
I agree. We should go into the sewer.
Okay, then we all agree.
Okay,
So yeah,
fine.
let's go. Georgie just devours the rest of his apple tart, and then he scoots off of the booth, and he goes off
I
to get his stuff. You guys wait here. I'll come back.
Kyle, slowly while waiting for Georgie, eats half of it and then tucks the other half into his pocket.
Okay. And Julia?
Julia's just gonna sit there, just waiting.
Alright.
Not eating your apple tart?
I'll save that for later. She stuffs it away.
So,
But it's better fresh.
Georgie, it takes you a couple minutes to get all your armament on and to get your armory, but you're able to successfully sneak out of the inn with your equipment on, and you dash back to the Granny's basket with the Hag Bagger crew.
Oh, I love
Freaking
it so much.
baggers.
I love it so much.
Have we even came up with a name for our actual?
Your slogan.
Apparently we're the
No.
hag baggers.
Your slogan.
No,
If you just
not
about hagged
our
it,
original
called
one.
The Hag Baggers.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
So, what are your guys' plan to do now?
I show them where the kid went while looking also for the sewer. I would imagine the manhole, correct?
Yeah.
That there's a manhole? Yeah.
Yeah, so you can walk down the road the direction that you had chased the kid, and from when you had encountered him and to present time, there are a few dozen more tracks from like wagon carts, horse hooves, and other people's footprints, but you find two distinct trails of footprints that are obviously two children's footprints. One was Georgie's and one was the strange child. And you find the manhole in question, and you stare at it. It's the large, rusty lid
So, yeah, this is where he went.
Should we go down there?
Georgie, lift this manhole for us so we can go down.
Got it. I lift the manhole.
All right. Usually a normal child would struggle to this, but you've got some muscle to you, so you can just pick it up. And
Leon taught me how
flip it
done.
over. Exactly. You just kind of flip it
You
over.
lift with your legs, not your back.
Exactly. And you give your crew a little ding,
Wink.
nice nightly smile, and you see down into the darkness. There's a basically a concrete cylinder that goes down into darkness, and there are metal rods that are bent to be like steps, like a step ladder, bolted
Cool.
into the concrete wall of the cylinder. You all climb down, and it gets colder and colder as you descend into the darkness. When you step away from the cylinder, you see you are in like this massive, like you can feel that you're in in the tunnel of the sewer. It is ice cold, and it is extremely slippery.
I make sure that my friends don't trip.
The humidity
Aw.
of this underground area has made the floor slippery and making it difficult terrain. It is also pitch black in here. There's no light except for coming from upstairs or from outside. What do you guys
Hey,
do?
Kyle, do you have any matches?
Do I have any matches?
Yeah, we'll say Kyle's the troublemaker. He'll probably have some matches where he sets some stuff on fire.
Do I?
He's
do
the
we have
arsonist.
Oh.
No.
Or, well,
Do we have,
What- What'd you say, Zach?
do we have any sticks with us? Like
Yeah, I was
sticks?
gonna say, do I have anything that I can light on fire that'll last longer than 5 seconds?
Probably not, no.
Oh dear God, I'm trying to draw a child and it's failing so miserably. I hate everything.
Did I notice any sticks coming down, or like going down into the manhole?
No.
Oh,
You
well-
could, I mean, you guys could guess that there might be some torches mounted on the wall somewhere, but you would have to descend into the darkness to find them.
Well, I have a couple matches, but they won't last very.
But that's okay. Hand them to me. I'm sure we'll find some. I'm not afraid of the dark.
I hand Georgie half of my matches.
All right, Georgie, you have 3 matches.
Georgie thinks his friend and then just like lights one.
Wait, we're down in the darkness before you light it, right?
Yes.
Just making sure that happened down there.
Yes.
Let's keep.
All right.
Not that I could stop you if you did otherwise, but
Because Leon told me not to, when descending down a ladder, make sure that you at least have 3.
points of contact.
Yes.
Man, Leon's
Leon
so smart.
was very, 3 points of contact because he can only count to 3.
Anyway,
So by the time that you guys do find a torch mounted to the wall, you only have 2. You have 2 matches remaining.
wait, hold on. It takes us 4 matches.
Yes.
Oh, this was not worth it.
That's fine. I'll
And
make sure that you
on-
get some back.
On the like your last match before you're down to your last 2, you are able to light a torch. So you have this torch that'll last you a few like maybe 10 minutes at least. I don't remember.
And we still have
how
2
long.
matches.
And then you have the 2 matches left.
Cool.
So now you have a reliable source of light, but now you don't know how far you are down into the sewers. All you know is it's cold, it's slippery, and you
I mean, it's
guys
at
are-
most 120 feet away, right? If each match lasts 5 seconds.
Yeah, roughly. But again, you could. Well, I guess it depends on how fast you were traveling in those 5 seconds too. You really wanna
That's
get
true. I guess we
technical.
could have sprinted. Anyway, so which way did we go from the manhole? And are there 2 openings from where we are, like where we came from and where it continues?
Yes, there was one to your left and one to your right. Just yeah.
Do we find any like other additional torches? Like, can we find additional torches?
Like
deeper
now that
into
we
the
have a
sewer?
lit one.
If you keep traveling, you could.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just like compiling up torches.
I think if we only have this one torch, we should keep going. It only opens one way.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Unless we went the wrong way, but I mean, there's a good chance we went the right.
So you guys keep traveling down deeper into the sewers, and you do manage to find another torch mounted on the wall.
How long did it take us to get to the torch?
Not very long, maybe a minute.
I'm gonna stuff in my backpack. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Your mom's gonna ask why you have a torch, though.
It's a phase, Mom. It's just a phase.
I want everybody in the sewers to give me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Everybody in the
20
sewers.
plus.
make a perception.
That's wisdom, right?
Yeah, it's
So that's a 22 with a nat 20.
Okay.
15.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And it's a 3. Hey, Leon.
What is it? Intelligence, correct?
No,
It's wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, that's plus nothing.
So, hey, guess what? That's the highest count.
That's the amount that my dad could count, so I'm fine with that.
All right. So what you guys
Anyway.
get for your perception check? So Julia got a
Nat
22.
20, 15, and 3.
Okay. So the nat 20 and so we'll start with the 15. The 15. With the 15, you hear further down into the sewer, you hear the sound of something like footsteps, but they're wet and sound like flopping, like I don't know, weird wet flopping noises. With a nat 20, you hear the noise too, but you hear the noise of something breathing.
Ooh, no bueno. No bueno, nada.
Do I know the direction?
Yeah, it's further into the sewers, in front of you.
Boy. Hey, guys! I hear a noise coming that direction, and I point deeper into the sewers.
So, you know how my boy Georgie be like Leon? Want to be like
Yeah.
Leon? He also taken like the act first, ask questions later type of mentality. So, I guess he's going first, my boy.
Georgie.
Georgie, yeah, he just goes straight towards the sound that Julie pointed out
I'll go in the middle,
with his shield out.
and then I think Kyle was gonna be behind.
Because he's not going to admit it, but he is a little bit scared.
What, Kyle?
No, Georgie.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Georgie in the front, Julia in
Then
the middle,
Julia,
and Kyle in the back.
then Kyle in the back. Yep.
Who has torches?
Trying to be sneaky.
I've been collecting torches.
Well, who has
I
a lit
think-
torch?
Oh, I think that would be Georgie. Or
I thought that was Kyle.
okay, so Kyle has it.
Wait, does Kyle
Too
have it?
sneaky. Okay, I have the torch.
Okay.
So you go further into the sewer, and eventually, just at the faint, very, very far edge of the torchlight, you see what looks to be a shrouded figure, hunched over and looking towards you, and it's like rubbing its hands like all around.
Oh no.
And you see that it has like this outgrown, shaggy, almost like pale hair as it looks forward, and you hear it just breathing.
Oh, this definitely brings back some PTSD.
Is it like speak? Is it like just huffing, or is it like trying to speak? Or
No, it's just breathing.
okay. So he knows our presence is there, and he's not wanting to run, correct?
Yep.
You good, fam? Wait, no, he doesn't get our lingo. You okay? I'm gonna take that as a no.
I want everyone to give me another perception check.
What?
Perception?
Yep.
Perception check. Let's
Oh, that'd be a
go.
16.
19 for Kyle.
Hopefully this is better than what I got last time. Yeah, it is better.
Slightly.
Improving. In no time, you'll be rolling that 20.
And it's
So
also
19,
wisdom.
16, and 6.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, I'm just rolling great tonight.
So, what do we glean?
I didn't hear Adea's roll.
I got 6.
Six.
Okay. So anyone who got a 15 or above, you see, like, even though he's a shrouded figure, you see, like, that it's wearing, like, a nightgown. And you realize that this is the same description of the boy that Leon, oh my god. That Georgie.
It's happening.
that Georgie had described.
Georgie
However-
has evolved. He has become a Leon.
Oh, goodness.
Georgie, there's the figure that you were talking
Hold on.
No, wait.
Hold on. I wasn't done. However, there was one detail that it seemed to be that Georgie had missed.
Oh.
The boy's
Undead.
legs are completely covered in dark green scales, and his feet are web-toed. And just as you see this, and you utter your first word, the boy, his hands reach kind of, he gets almost into like an attacking position, and you hear a hissing.
Oh no.
And then
Whoa.
he leaps back into the darkness, and you hear the sound of his feet flopping down the sewers.
After him.
What was that? Wait, hold on. What happened?
The boy. Come on.
Georgie runs.
So you charge forward.
Wait, we're not going to hurt you. We
And
promise.
You see that immediately to your left, there's a sewer tunnel that goes down, or you keep going forward.
Georgie, it's broken.
I look down at the bottom and see if maybe there was any disturbance in the force.
Give me a survival.
Some more of their lingo. Oh, that was actually a good one. Let's see. Wait, what is survival? A plus
Wisdom.
what? Oh, then it's just a straight 15.
You see that there was a little bit of a disturbance going down to the tunnel that went down to the left.
Down to the left?
Yep.
I go left.
Okay, everyone just sees Georgie just look down to the ground, look around, and then just start bolting down the tunnel to the left.
I turn and follow Georgie, carrying the torch. Hi.
I'll do the same, I guess.
So you keep going down. You feel that the boys' footprints are getting more distant, since you had to take a couple seconds to decide where you want to go. And then the tunnel splits into a T.
Oh no.
Sweet.
You hear off in
how
the distance.
long do we have left on that other on that one torch?
I think torches last like an hour.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, sweet.
Maybe.
Then
I'm Okay.
Either 10 minutes to an hour. I don't remember.
Depends on the torch, I think.
Yeah.
But do we hear?
Save your spell slots, please.
Do we hear the webbed feet on either side of the T?
Yes.
Which side?
Make a perception check.
Yep. Saw it coming.
You know I only have cantrips, right? Dale?
Nat 1.
3.
You want us to roll perception checks, correct?
That is correct.
Mhm.
Alright.
Please be better than what the two of us rolled.
Rolling the dice. Nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
So you guys walk up, stop, and then immediately, Julia, you know it's the one to the right.
Georgie
guys.
follows what she says.
I'm gonna grab one of the torches that I've picked up on the way through so far, and I'm gonna instantly light it as I'm down the tunnel.
Wait, guys, I don't think he likes lights.
So you run down.
doesn't?
The
Should we-
tunnel.
Should we put
Ow.
them out?
Put one of them out. Put one of them out.
I
And then once we see him, once we get a visual on him, snuff out the other one. But if he attacks, light it back up.
I'm gonna snap my finger and I'm gonna delight Kyle's torch.
Hey!
With what?
Prestidigitation.
Oh, that's right. I forget. First,
I get a little sad and then get closer to Julia because she has the.
So you guys
Damn, Julia.
run down the tunnel, and eventually you reach a containment chamber where the sewage water will. It's one of those square areas where, in case if there's a jam, the sewage system can close these iron doors to reroute the flooding
Mhm.
system. And
We know how this works.
Okay. When you
Because
get there,
our characters have had experience. Sorry, go
you
ahead.
no longer hear the sound of the boy running. Instead, you see that he's standing in the middle of a frozen sheet of ice of sewage water.
Oh.
And you can
Uh,
see him clearly
like-
now. The boy is wearing the gown, and he has his hair covering half of his face. His scales and his flippered feet go all the way up his leg, and you see that his face and on his throat there are gills. And he
Should
looks
I
at
turn
you with these blood red eyes. And he just looks at you with these like unnaturally sharp mangled teeth. He just stares at you.
Georgie immediately, flaps a hand towards the light.
You want me out? You want it out, correct?
Yep.
Boom! Out.
Let's roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
As the boy
13
bueno.
for Kyle.
Rip, Julia. Rip.
Five for Georgie. Wait, what is it plus?
What
Dex?
Julia get?
Oh, well, never mind. That's a 4 then, because he has
Julia
a
got
minus
3.
1.
Yep, Julia got 3. Eek.
Georgie got 4.
Nice. So the boy, you hear his flippers charge forward, and then you hear he goes for a swipe, and he's going to go for Georgie.
Oh, great.
Georgie, does a
Gets
9 hit?
disadvantage with Mama and
No, it doesn't, because I have a 12.
Alright, disadvantage. Alright, still a 9.
Yeah.
So Georgie, instinctively, somehow you like hear the sound of the boy coming towards you, and instinctively raise your shield to block. And it just so happens that when you do that, you block him from slashing at you. And you hear him go. Next, it is Kyle's turn.
Kyle is going to try to get behind the boy, fish boy, and cunning
Strike.
and stab with the dagger.
All right.
Yes, sorry, rusty kitchen knife. My
So
bad.
make a deception check as you try to pretend to be oh so weak.
I'm not going to hurt you with my 3. Probably true.
What'd you get?
A 3.
Oh.
Mama rolling so bad tonight.
He has no modifiers and he got a 4 on the die.
Oof.
Ouch.
So unfortunately you don't get your advantage and your extra damage. So you can still make your attack though with disadvantage.
Stabby stab. Wait, with disadvantage?
Because in the dark.
Wait, don't attack. We still talk.
You guys in the dark, remember? You snuffed out the torch.
I got a 8.
Alright, with an
Does
8,
an 8 hit?
It misses. You don't hear the boy scream and you don't feel like you stabbed anything.
Turn back on the light. Turn back on the light. This was a bad idea.
Anything else, Kyle?
I want... No, nothing.
Alright.
I'm
Georgie!
gonna stay on the backside of him.
Oh, sweet. It's my turn now. You know what I am going to do.
What are you gonna do?
Honey, I gonna grapple.
Do it. Do it.
You're
I'm gonna grapple.
So, here's the thing. You have one hand has your shield and one hand has your sword. If you want to grapple him, you have to either use your free action to drop your sword, or you're going to have to use your action to take away your shield. And if you do that, then you won't be able to grapple.
Wait,
So-
hang on. Wait, don't I have, like, one of those holsters for my sword? Did I not think ahead?
A sheath?
A sheath? Yeah.
I mean, you do. Yeah, you can do that too. I'm just saying, like, you'd have to. Either way, you would have to put away your sword on this turn.
I'll put away my sword, yeah. I'm not gonna drop my shield. He just tried to hit me.
All right. So go
I mean,
ahead.
like, given we try to hit him back, but still.
Go ahead and make a strength athletics check versus his opponent.
Yeah. That's what my dad taught me how to do. Ooh! +2. That is an 18! Yeah!
So, unfortunately, usually that would
Oh.
work on like a child, like neighborhood child, but this boy's a little more
Slippery.
supernatural and has an unnatural strength, even that outmatches your own, and he's able to bat away your hand.
How many? What did he get?
He got a 19.
Oh no, that is
Just
just one
one
above what
over.
I got. Wait, we can talk this out, please. I don't want to hurt you.
Georgie, I don't think we can be friends with him. We have to get rid of him.
Yeah, but still. Still try. Right? Fine. Georgie. Wait, was that my action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use your bonus action to draw your sword on this turn, but
Bonus action, draw my sword. I'm so sorry for this. I really didn't want to hurt you. I thought that this would be fun and that we could be friends, but no. I'm really
Thought this would
sorry.
be fun.
Julia.
All right.
Kyle, this isn't the time to patronize me.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
hi! We've
Well,
started the one shot.
Pay for me to shoot a fireball or bolt at it. Or
You would have disadvantage since you can't see.
You might hit me. you know, your friend who only has 12 hit points.
You can always light the torch.
Yeah, like the
I'll-
torch.
I'll light the fucking.
Alright,
Thank
so as your
you.
action,
Yay.
you light the torch, giving everyone vision. And when you do, the boy just kind of.
See, I
And
tried
he
to be
runs away.
considerate.
All right, there you go.
It is
And
the
then I-
boy.
Yeah, prestidigitation takes an action.
Yep.
It was either prestidigitation or firebolt.
So the boy is he's gonna try to swing at Georgie again since Georgie just tried to grab him.
Mother's instinct or
Okay.
mama instinct.
A 10. Will a 10 hit Georgie?
Ha, no.
All right. So he goes to swing again, but Julia is able to help Georgie get ready for the swing. And Georgie's able to block it. The boy hisses again. And it is now Kyle's turn. Kyle, it is your turn.
Hey, look over here, dummy. And I'm gonna try to cutting strike him again. I'm imagining it's like cutting words.
Okay.
Oof. No, you know
And-
what you should have called him? You know
Oh,
what you
that's-
should have called him?
Oh, it's a 3?
Wait, shouldn't he have advantage now or no?
No.
Now it's just even.
Yeah. So, what'd you get for your deception?
3.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It you don't
Yeah,
seem
I
to
know.
distract him.
Wait, does
So
he
it's
even
just a
speak
normal
common? I don't think he speaks common.
I
Do
don't
you speak
know.
common?
The whole point of the ability is that Kyle uses his charismatic his charisma and his wit to try to deceive his opponents from thinking that he's weak,
I see.
and then striking them when they least expect it.
Just like
Oh,
when
yeah.
Kyle stole Dylan's harmonica.
I am so weak. I am but a frail boy. Oh wait, there's your harmonica.
Oh wait, here's your harmonica. Oops. How'd that get there?
I am
Me.
less frail now that I have a harmonica. Thank you.
Me, the poor frail boy with an alcoholic mother, steals something from you, the grand Dylan Mordecai. Ah!
I would never.
How rich. Oh, here's your harmonica, by the way.
Alright.
So, you still want to make your attack, Kyle?
Yes, please.
Make
You
your
know
attack,
what's-
boy.
You know what's cool to like kind of like imagine?
What's that?
It's just like one of the kids at the orphanage is just like being like obnoxious or something, and just like, oh, you lost your precious teddy bear? Oh, wonder where it went. Oops.
I have no idea. There's a
You know-
14 to hit.
14
Perhaps
is a
if
hit.
you were such a dummy, you wouldn't have
Royal
lost it.
damage.
If you weren't such a dummy.
Is that
That-
going to be our saying? That's our
2 +
slogan.
2 is 4 dim.
So,
And
are you
maybe
going to do
it's
this
like-
non-lethal, or does Kyle plan
Yes, I would like to do it non-lethally.
Alright. So you just use the piercing to basically kind of like give like a warning stab to stay away. And you make contact, and Kyle, he's a mischievous boy, but he never truly wants to cause anyone pain and misery. So even though you instinctively protect yourself by stabbing it, when you see blood, it kind of unsettles you a bit, Kyle. The last time you remember seeing something that gruesome was in a very unpleasant moment.
Wonder what that was.
Causes you to have a little bit of fear, so I want you to give me a wisdom save.
Oh no. What color is it?
The blood?
Yeah.
It's red.
Okay.
Oh.
Wisdom save is a
That's sad.
14.
Alright, so you are able to keep yourself together from having a complete panic attack. From remembering the memories of Granny Goosebumps.
Literally dying from remembering when he literally died.
Is there anything else you like to do, Kyle?
I would like to try to. No, nothing else I like to do right.
All right, Georgie,
Yeah?
it is your turn.
Oh, yeah, my turn. Okay. I would like to,
Rage.
yeah, wait, hang on. I would like to use Leon's Might.
Okay. Yeah, one thing that I forgot to mention that I probably should have said, Leon's Might does take an action, or not an action, a bonus action, and so does the Cunning Strike.
Okay, I figured.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I forgot
Okay,
to
so
type that
I
in there.
will bonus action Leon's Might. And then I will say, I'm sorry, while I raise my sword and I smack him with it. Non-lethal.
So you just yell, ah! You
I'm
just sort of go,
sorry.
by the power of Leon!
What the heck?
I
do I
have the power!
Strength. Actually,
Attack
you're plus to hit, so she's better than
plus
you.
4, so that is a 10. Does a 10 hit?
It does not. The boy is able to dodge and weave out of the way.
He's slippery. Get it? He finger guns Kyle.
Alright.
Anything else?
No.
Julia.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot a fireball at it.
Alright.
Firebolt.
You will have disadvantage since you're within melee.
Georgie's lawful good.
Of course he is. He's a little protector.
I love him so much. My heart.
Oh, that would be a 10.
A 10 is a miss.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go soon,
The
but
bolt flies into the sheet of ice, making it melt a little bit, and you smell the pungent, nasty, rotten smell of sewer water evaporate into the air.
Alright. That will end my turn because I can't cast any other spells. When you're a level 0 spellcaster.
The boy does not like the fact that Julia just swung fire at him and is going to make an attack roll against her.
no good. I'm really upset now. No good.
Julia,
Yeah?
does a 12 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
You're going to take 6 points of slashing damage.
That hurts.
Oh, shit. Oh, that hurt. That really hurt.
Are you still conscious?
Yes, barely.
So you guys all of a sudden see the boy just uppercuts. Slicing up Julia, cutting through her common dress, winter
Oh, shit.
cold
we're gonna be
weathering
in
dress,
so much trouble.
slashing up it, tearing right up her chest, and then Julia, you feel this stinging pain like you've never felt before, and you let out this horrifying scream, and blood starts to ooze out from the wound,
Julia!
and you start to probably start to cry, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm no longer sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? What did the kid use to slash Julia?
His nails, my
That's
dude.
what I thought.
Mhm.
Like claws? That's fun.
While this happens,
We're gonna get him some
I want everyone to give
tetanus
me.
shots.
I want everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
My boy.
4.
Not
That
failure.
1. 12.
14.
Wow.
So Georgie, when you see this, your brave persona, your bravado shatters into a million pieces. You
Ouch.
are now feared of the child. While you are feared, you cannot get any closer to it while it's in sight, and while it is in sight, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls made against it.
Great.
At least you get a chance to break it.
At the beginning of each of your turn, you can, I believe, you can make the save again to try to break the fear.
Mm-hmm.
What about Julia?
What did you get? I thought you got.
She got a 14.
Yeah, you're fine then.
Okay.
So, with that, it is Kyle's turn.
Sorry, is Kyle afeared also?
Yeah.
No,
no.
yeah.
Definitely.
Kyle's
Wait,
not afeared?
Nope.
What?
Wait, what did
How?
Kyle get?
A
He
nat
got
1?
Nat
What?
1.
Who got the nat 1?
Me.
It was Kyle. I got the 4.
Oh, okay, well then it's Kyle too. You guys said your saving throws at the same time. I heard
Sorry.
a 14, an 11, and a nat 1. I heard Adea say nat 1.
Oh.
Yeah, she was probably just
Okay,
aghast
so
at mine.
it's Kyle and Georgie.
Kyle and Georgie.
Okay, so it's my turn, and I can't move closer to it,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
willingly
but you-
can't move closer.
but I'm
Yeah, but
in
can't-
melee.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to, even though I have disadvantage, I'm gonna try to pretend like I don't care about what's happening to my friend, and pretend like I'm the weak one. And cunning strike, deception. It's a 1. I'm just
Oh my
traumatized.
goodness, your guys' rolls today.
I am straight up traumatized.
Oh my goodness.
These children are gonna fucking die.
We just killed them.
Yeah, you don't get the cunning strike off.
I can't imagine why.
Leon feels a shit.
You
to the force and just
you
like,
instead
huh.
you borderline nearly wet yourself.
Stab at the
Oh.
thing,
Okay, make your attack roll with disadvantage.
even though I'm terrified. It's a 12.
The 12 will hit.
Oh,
Woo!
oh boy.
I hate you. That's 5 points of piercing damage. It's Rusty.
It also gets tetanus, so deals an additional 2 to him.
Yeah.
Oh wait. I guess it doesn't matter now.
What?
But technically, you should have made a fear save.
Oh, I should have. You're right.
On your turn.
I don't know. I guess it's not an action or anything.
No, you
Next
can
time.
you can go ahead and do it now and see if you break it at the
Okay.
end of your turn.
Yeah, for the next turn.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'm gonna make my fear save. Correct.
9.
Oh.
You are still feared. Kyle.
Yeah, I figured. That's fine.
Alright.
That's just scary.
Go ahead, Georgie.
I'm peeing
Now
a
it's
little.
my turn to see if I'm brave or not. Oh yeah, I am.
What'd you get? I'm not
I
looking
got
at your guys'
13.
rolls, by the way.
That's okay.
I got 13.
All right, so you're able to find the courage
The
back.
courage.
You can remember Leon telling you, just remember, if you ever feel down in the depths, just do what I do.
Get
Don't
angry.
think, count to 3, and just do. Just do the do you've always wanted to do.
My dad's the best. Attack. That is a plus
Smite.
4, so a 13. Is that it?
That's a hit.
Oh yeah!
Woo!
I rolled for damage now. Wait, what is my damage? My damage is a
D6.
as a 5. 1d6. What am I looking at? Oh no,
D6.
it's a d6 plus 2. D6 plus 2. Oh, that is a 6.
Nice. So, Georgie, explain to me how you hit this kid.
Oh.
What I do is basically like after looking back at my friend who just got hurt, I look back at him with anger. I'm just like, let's see how much you like it, and then I do the same thing, but instead I knock him out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit his chin when swiping up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to knock him out.
All right. So you all of you hear Georgie takes a deep breath, recollects his courage, and he just goes, "For Leon!" Crack, 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 crack. The boy kind of like, it does like that thing where if someone gets uppercut, they're like lifted off the ground a bit, and then he just flops on his back. And we are out of initiative.
I'll kill him.
Hold on, we gotta take care of Julie first.
I imagine Kyle said that angrily, like it's on top of him, like, "I'm gonna kill him." It's just starts punching him repeatedly. "I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill him. Let me at him. Let me at him."
Can I have one of your boys?
One of the what?
What?
I said, can I have one of your shirts, boys?
Georgie immediately gives her his.
I'm going to rip the shirt into like a band-aid or a bandage.
How about you just put it over yours because you kind of have your Leon, not Leon. Wow, now I'm doing it. Georgie looks away from Julia because that was an uppercut. That means.
Oh my god. You know what's the movie's so cute? I'm sorry. I just imagine it's like one of those things where like it's like an episode of a TV show where the kids are pretending to be like adult superheroes. So I just imagine like the camera shows Leon in Georgie's outfit, and then you have Kyle who is like an adult with what he sees himself as an adult, and then Julia looks kind of more like her mom, but almost like kind of like a weird mage. So I just imagine just Leon is just acting like a kid the whole time when it's actually
That'd be cute.
I guess then I'm gonna turn away from the boy. The top part of my dress is like band-aid.
Yeah.
Cover up myself with after I patch myself up, I'm gonna cover myself up with the shirt.
Yeah, it was like Georgie and just like Kyle are just like I can just imagine them just like.
Can I?
Dude.
Can I do
We
that?
just saw Julius.
Yeah, you can do that.
George is like 8.
You want me to make
We're
a medicine check
changed.
so I can see
Yes.
if I can get myself.
We're forever
Yeah,
changed.
make a medicine check.
That would be a 13.
You feel that it stings a lot when you do it to the point where you aren't successful at making a bandage.
Ooh.
The way that you're applying it is it's just way too painful for you to bear.
Hey Julia, I think we gotta get you some help. But you know what? We're bringing him along with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can carry him. But we should get... You should help Julie out.
Me? Oh yeah,
You're the
me.
strong
I
one.
can do it. Yeah, I can do it.
So just as you go to pick him up, you notice that the scales that he has and all of his deformities are gone. He looks
Oh.
completely like a normal boy. And you still go to pick him up, but just as you do, all three of you notice on the other side of the chamber there is a figure.
Oh.
Standing 7 feet tall,
Oh.
shrouded in darkness. Fairly lean figure, like in bodily structure, but is wearing something to give this person more girth. And as it stands there and looks at you, even your torch isn't able to light up the figure enough. You hear, coming from the figure, a voice that speaks to you in common. Put down the boy.
No, is it more?
Is it Vorpal?
We found him. We have to show people what we found.
He hurt Julia.
I see that. I'm going to ask you to put down the boy.
But if
For
we don't
you.
know what hurt him, what hurt her, how are we supposed to get her healed?
Just go to a priest. They shall give you the ointments you need.
We could say I fell out of tree. Accidentally scraped myself on a branch.
Julia, we don't want to lie to the priest. We want you to get the help you
I'm
need.
talking about my parents.
Oh, your parents. Oh. I guess we could say that to your parents.
If you take the boy, he will weigh you down, and time is of the essence. If you don't get help immediately, you will end up like this child.
George is immediately on there, just like, yeah, got it. Wait, who are you?
Do you set him down?
Yeah.
When you set him down, the figure walks into your torchlight, and you see this 7-foot-tall figure is cladded in armor that looks of that of dragon scales. And his helm looks of that of a dragon's skull. And on his back is a massive sword as tall as he, maybe even taller. And from his visor, there are 2 red eyes that they don't glow, but they are present. He approaches you up to the boy. And he reaches down, he grabs the boy by the front of his collar, and kind of slings him over like a sack of potatoes.
Dang.
I want you to forget that we had met.
Or what?
Georgie kind of like
Yeah.
looks at Kyle and is just like, what?
The figure just kind of looks down at you, Kyle, and slowly bends down and says, I don't know if you remember me, Kyle, but I know who you are, and I know where you sleep. Trust me, you don't want to get on my bad side.
I cross my arms, and then I turn to Julia and say, let's get you out of here.
Yeah, boys, let's go.
He stands up.
Yeah.
Remember our deal. You did not see me.
You know, like, once they have your shots, like, Georgie is just like, crossies doesn't count.
So as you guys run, the camera kind of like follows you running toward back to where you came from, but then it pans slowly back to Vorpal with the child, and he pulls out from a metal pouch on his belt a stone, and he holds onto it, and he says, it kind of goes into his mind, and you hear, I have found the boy. I am on my way home, Master.
Oof.
Master?
Good.
Oof.
Make haste. Dragon
Oof.
Bane.
Oof. Dragon Ball.
Dovahkiin.
And then Vorpal turns around and walks into the darkness from where he had entered the chamber. The camera then goes back to the hagbaggers climbing up the porthole and getting out into the streets. It is still daytime, as you've only been down there for maybe an hour at most. The coldness strikes you again as there's a chill, like a chilling breeze that brushes up against you and actually flares up some pain in Julia's chest. There are people walking down the street, and they stop as they see 3 children climb out of the porthole, and a man says, What in the name of the gods? What are you children doing down there? Oh my gods, what happened to you? And he says to Julia, kind of like lowering himself towards you.
Get out of the way. We have to get her to a priest.
Well, let me take you. Please.
We don't walk with strangers.
What? Wait.
This time, maybe we can make an exception, Georgie.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I trust you. Let's go.
I have my small knife out.
Yeah. He then takes you over to where he has a wheelbarrow, where he's carrying what looks to be a bunch of hay. He's possibly carrying it over to a place to where he has some pen animals. But he sets Julia on top, and lifts it up and says, all right, we need to get to the nearest church immediately. Father Lucian should be... he should be available at this moment. And then he starts running, giving Julia like a wheelbarrow ride. And I imagine as you guys are running, Georgie's
Georgie and like Kyle are just like running after, and
imagine-
Georgie's freezing because he doesn't have a shirt.
I just imagine while Georgie's doing that, he's going, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Yeah,
wee
he's just
woo,
like
wee
running in
woo.
front.
Get out of the way! So you,
Out of the way, really important business.
Mm-hmm.
Move,
The
people,
commoners,
move.
they all get out of the way and they're all like, what's going on? Did you see that? That girl's bleeding from the chest. Doesn't she seem a bit too young to be doing that? Then they get hit, the person gets hit. What? I'm just nearly kidding. I know women don't bleed from the chest. At least I don't think.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
You guys then get up to the church, which for this part of the neck of the neighborhood, it's very run down, very beat up. It's made out of wood, no stone to it whatsoever. The glass isn't even decorated; it's just plain glass. The glass panes don't open or slide or anything. The door kind of has some holes on the edges to where air could like leak through, making it so there's not very good insulation. And you can run inside, and there is the Father Lucian, who is standing in front of this altar of soul. Again, very worn down, very beaten up, and very used. There's nowhere for anyone to sit in sight. You guys know that when people come here for sermons and whatnot, they just sit on the ground.
yeah, it's like Georgie's just like barges in. It's just like, we need medical help, Dad.
Huh?
Wait, you don't get
What?
the lingo. We need medical help really quickly, please, and thank you.
All right. Calm
My
down,
friend
calm
got hurt.
down. Who is the one that's... Oh, my soul, child! And he comes up to Julia, and he kind of just like puts a hand on her shoulder, like if like I imagine like Julia kind of like instantly
Bad touch.
goes like stand up, but he kind of gestures his hands for her to go like lay down and rest. Oh, by heavens. Everyone, either look away or go to the other side of the
Georgie
room.
immediately looks right.
I'm
Georgie
going...
like just like whoop.
Julie, dear, what is your name, my child? Saying to Julia. Julia?
He's muted.
Oh.
Psst.
Zach.
It's Julia.
So chipper. It's just like she's in so much pain she doesn't even feel anymore. It's Julia.
half falling
He
into
says,
a dream.
He says, oh, Julia. Okay, Julia. Would it be too much to ask if we can possibly remove the covers that you have on your chest so I'm able to bless you with Soul's healing touch?
Oh God, that killed me. I don't know why. Oh
Are you okay?
no, I almost died.
She just lifts her shirt up, making sure that she's gonna actually check before that everybody's looking away first.
Yeah, just like Georgie's like immediately just like looking away. Is just like, dude,
Is
what am I
everyone
going to tell my
looking away?
mom? He says to Kyle, my mom's gonna have so much questions.
Hey, is everyone looking away? Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kyle shrugs.
Then I lift. What about the guy behind me? Or
Yeah,
wheelbarrow.
he will look away.
okay, then I lift my shirt up.
All right. He will then put his hands together, or he has one hand on the idol of soul. His other hand is in front of him, and as he waves to the left, to the right. And he says, "Dear soul, a child of yours is in great pain. I wish of you to bless me with your gift to soothe the pain that your child has been cursed upon. Giveth me thy light and thy breath of life. Giveth to me. Giveth to me!" And then his hand glows, and then he lightly places it on her chest where the wounds seal shut. And they leave a slight little scar. So she has 3 scars on her chest now. Look like cut marks.
Great.
And when that happens, he immediately puts his hand away. He says, "You can put your clothes back on, dear. How do you feel?"
I'm gonna drop my shirt back to its position originally, and then I feel
All right, that is good. Please stay here. Let me go to the storage closet and see if I can find a blanket for you to possibly have.
And then I'm gonna have her shriek and kind of say, "I'm melting!" Out of character.
Dude, don't.
I said out of character.
Okay.
And so, Father Lucian
Stop.
goes to a storage closet, finds you a winter blanket. He will interrogate you guys at what exactly happened. I'd imagine that you 3 stay pretty tightly sealed. The father eventually
None of
gives
us
up
ain't no
from
snitch.
interrogating you, but leaves you with the lesson that eventually word will come out and the truth will come. For it is not ultimately your decision on whether a secret is kept or not. It is that of God's that will truly decide when how long a secret is kept a secret. And you all go back home. Your parents ask you, "So, what did you do today?" Kyle, your roommates would say, well, you would probably come back home getting caught sneaking back in, and the priest would probably just look at you disapprovingly and will just say something like, "I don't know where you have been all day, but you skipped on your chores. So, I had the rest of the children skip on theirs. And you're going to do
sounds nice.
all of their chores for them."
Oh, that's not as nice.
Well, it's what you get for sneaking out.
Well, guess who I'm
Yes, sir.
adopting?
Georgie, you come back home, and your mother is still cleaning up and preparing for tonight. She just kind of looks at you and sees that you're exhausted. Probably a little distraught.
And have no shirt.
And she just immediately goes, "Georgie, where's your shirt?"
Good question.
You crazy.
Wait, do I know
boy.
where my shirt went?
I thought you gave it to Julia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the priest took it, right?
No, Julia still has
Oh.
it.
Julia, yeah, put it back down and wore it.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
don't think I could tell my mom that. Right,
You
can
lost it. You lost it in a tree.
You know what I'm gonna say? I got a little bit of a rip in it, so Julia said that she could sew it up, so it's with her.
Nice.
Give me a deception check.
Oof.
That's a good.
Do I get advantage for such a
Because
good
Julia
fit?
has the shirt.
Sure, I'll give you an advantage.
Because I'm
Julia
rolling
really has the
so
shirt.
bad tonight. Is this pity points? Is this what pity feels like? 1, 2.
Oh, you don't need it.
Wait, how many did I roll?
3. That's
No.
fine.
Wait, no.
Oh,
Wait.
no, the last one was when you hit the.
Yeah.
Boy, never
Plus
mind. Okay.
charisma. No, it's just a 16.
Okay. Your mom just kind of raises a brow and goes, well, that was very nice of her.
Yeah.
Now, go upstairs and get yourself a new shirt. and I'll see if I can get a fire started, because you look paler than the snow outside. You must be freezing.
Freezing.
You then hear from the kitchen, "Don't you be wasting my wood, woman. It's been very expensive around this time of the year."
It's fine, Mom. If Leon can go through the cold, I can go through the cold.
She chuckles and smiles at you, and she goes, "My little Georgie, growing up to be a man."
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna be the bravest man ever. Believe it.
Oh.
Wait, what does that sound like?
Julia, you come back home, and
Oh,
your mother
Ooh.
is proud to see that you're back. She says, "So, how did it go with Georgie and Kyle? How are they doing?" She says as she stirs a stew. Just
We had a small accident, but I just lost my shirt. My dress got torn a little, that's all.
she looks and she noticed this, and she says, "Oh, well, where did you get that shirt?"
It was a donation
My
from the
dear
church.
friend Georgie lent it to me.
Oh, well,
What?
that was very nice of him. We'll have to return it for him next time you see him.
Yes,
It's
we
so
will.
nice. It's so nice.
Now, if you would be a dear, your brother, he made a mess in the outhouse room again. If you don't mind using that spell of yours, what's it called again? Meditation?
Prestigitation, Mother.
Yes, that one. If you can clean that up for me, I would be grateful.
Let me change in some better clothes, and I will get to that.
Oh, also, I have a really big surprise for you this year during giving season.
Oh,
I just picked it up
Mother?
today, actually.
that's good to hear, Mother.
Well, you get to work now, and I will see you when supper's ready. Or lunch.
Alright.
So, everyone goes on to the normal duties for the rest of the day. You have your lunches, you have your evenings. Yeah. So, we will end this one shot with saying that another week goes by. Giving's Eve starts. You all have fun. You're away. Kyle, all the orphanage kids, you guys, at the end of the week, basically like every day, you do like these different religious practices of praising Sol, Luna, and Ariel, and at the end,
Does Leon come back?
You're rewarded with a big feast. No.
Aw.
Georgie, you are busy every single day helping people get fed with their families, having grand feasts every day, and then at the evening when you hardly have any time to rest or to celebrate Giving's Eve or giving season. Julia, with your giving season, your mother celebrates with the people that have rented out her home. You are fully booked if people have come from outside the city to visit their family and have rented her cheap rooms to stay to visit the family for the 7 days. And on the very last night to celebrate, it's just you and your family. Your mother gives everyone their gifts. Your younger siblings get toys and whatnot. You get pulled aside to the kitchen, where your mother hands you a tome. In the tome, she says, "Hopefully this book will help you learn, will be of an interesting read to you. But it's what's inside the book that I think you will like." And you notice that the title of the book Well, you don't recognize the title, but you recognize the author.
Dylan Mordecai?
Dylan Mordecai?
Dylan Mordecai.
Yeah.
And she says, this was a recent book that he had published, and I know that you liked his original work. But, however, I've been pulling around a few strings, and look to the back, and she flips to the very back, and she sees a piece of parchment that says, I hereby take Julia, and then her last name escapes me, as my apprentice henceforth.
That's
And
not where I saw that going, but I like it.
the signature is not of Dylan's.
Oh.
Oh?
It's Gladius Gravidecci.
Oh,
Oh.
snap.
Nice.
That is
That-
where we end the one shot.
For anyone who doesn't know, he runs the adventures.
Indeed,
Dude.
you have not met him yet. Keyword yet.
Dude.
Nice.
Dude is right.
So, next episode, we will actually be getting back to Normal Gang, where they are inside the vault, the Silverius' vault, trying to solve a puzzle about a feast, a grand feast that is happening. So, unless if anyone has any comments to say about what had happened in tonight's episode, we could all say goodbye to the people.
Happy Giving's Eve, people.
Happy Giving's Eve. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Have a grandiose Yule.
Giving's Eve is easier because it's fake and it covers all of them. I mean, it's not fake. Don't forget that.
Yeah, don't forget, don't let your dreams be dreams, my dude.
Alright, see you all next week.
See you
See
next
ya.
week.